Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Jen and today I'm doing a speed drawing of a shark mermaid. A shark maid? A mer shark? A shark mermaid? I don't know what she'd be called, but whatever she is, here she is. I hope you guys like her. I really like the way she turned out. I mean, not to flex or brag on my own art. I always think it's weird when I draw something and I'm like, oh, I love it, it's amazing, but I don't know. Is that weird to compliment your own stuff? You guys go ahead and compliment it for me so I don't feel as awkward. But anyway, I love sharks. I love sharks. They're like one of my favorite animals. I know it's kind of weird, but a lot of the animals that I tend to like and gravitate toward are like predators. Like I love sharks. I love alligators. What else do I like? I like, there's others that I like, and I can't think of them right now, but I love sharks, and I love alligators. Oh, I love, like, raptors, like velociraptors. I love stuff like that with big teeth. I don't know what it is. I think big teeth are so adorable. Those big toothy smiles. I probably wouldn't want to run into any of these things in real life. Well, actually, that's a lie. I would. If I felt confidently that I could pet them and love them, I would totally do. Oh, bees. I love bees. I would love to pet a little bumblebee. But I'm scared. Like thing is, I want to do it. Like if I saw a bumblebee and it landed on me, I'd want to take my little finger and I want to pet his little fuzzy body because I think that would feel adorable. But then I'd be scared that it would be thinking that I was attacking it and sting me. And then that would just be sad because then the bee would die. And, you know, I'd get stung, which is not a good thing either. And I just wanted to love it. So I have this thing with sharks. I want to go swim with the sharks one day. That is like a big thing I want to do. I want to go in one of those cages, like in the movie 47 Meters Down. I want to go in one of those cages and I want to like swim with the sharks. And I want to like, oh, I'd love it if like the shark put his nose in the cage and I could like pet its nose. I just watched a video on YouTube recently. I'll link it below, where like a shark was like friends with a diver in Australia. And he's been making this friendship with this shark for like 7 years. And every time she sees him, like she comes up to him and they snuggle and like he pets her little body and he gives her hugs. Oh my God, it's so cute. So I would love to have that kind of a relationship with a shark. There was also some gigantic great white shark that like they found, like it was like the biggest shark ever, and like this diver was like just right near it, and the shark was just like, they were checking each other out, and the diver was like stroking the shark, and the shark was just like totally chill about the situation. So I want to like pet a shark. I just want to pet a shark. That's like my bucket list item. Hopefully it won't be the thing that kills me. That would be sad. But anyway, back to this drawing. So my thought was that I wanted to make like a cute, fun, sassy, kind of like kitschy, maybe a little bit vintage inspired little shark mermaid. I don't know what came up to me that I got this idea, but I just thought it'd be cute. So here we go, shark mermaid. And this is a little different from the usual mermaids. Oh, by the way, if you're subscribed to this channel for any number of time, I already have 2 other mermaid drawing videos on here. So obviously, I enjoy drawing mermaids a lot. So there's going to be probably more mermaid drawings on this channel in the future. Just get ready for it. Get ready for it. So this shark has, ooh, I just hit my microphone. I'm just getting too excited talking about sharks. I just totally hit my microphone, you guys. Sorry about that. Anyway, so unlike the usual mermaids I do that just have like one tail color with maybe some highlights or like, you know, little variations of that same color, this shark, I had the vision in my head before I ever drew it that I wanted her to have a beautiful multicolored tail. And it's funny because a lot of the times when I sit down to draw something, I'll have an idea of what I want in my head, but it doesn't always turn out that way. Like I'll have this idea and I'll say, okay, I'm going to draw this, and then it turns out totally different. And sometimes I just get inspiration as I'm drawing and I make changes, and that, you know, that happens. But I have to say, you guys, this, oh my God. I apologize. That was a weird, like, all the air got sucked out of me. I apologize about that. Normally my drawings end up way different than like what I have in my head. There's always a difference, but this wound up exactly the way that I envisioned it. So I thought that was interesting because that almost never happens with my drawings. And so I was just learning how to draw a shark and figuring it out and figuring out how to highlight and shadow and all this stuff. And that's kind of the fun thing about drawing, at least for me. is that every time I draw something new, especially if it's something I've never drawn before, there's always this thing of like, how do I do this? How do I get this texture to look good? How do I figure out this highlight and this shadow? How do I make this work? So I think that that can be like the fun part of being an artist, especially if you're always working with different mediums or drawing different things. Sometimes the drawings that like stretch you the most are where you learn the most from. And that's been my experience. And I had an idea, you guys, and let me know if this is something you're interested in. I think this could be really fun for the channel. I thought it would be interesting to look at some of my older drawings back from like 2007, 2008. My drawing talent, I guess you could say, has changed a lot, you guys. Some of my older drawings are not good at all. And so I thought it'd be interesting to see like the evolution of my drawing style over time, and let me know if that's something that you think would be interesting or fun to look at. But I can definitely like do a slideshow with some commentary of old pictures. So the one area of this drawing, and there's always one area of a drawing that's like a little bit more of a pain to deal with, the one area of the drawing that I had trouble with was the tail. I had to go through a couple of different variations, incarnations, before I got the tail right. At first I was just trying to overcomplicate it, and I was trying to do all these different highlights and layers and make it look like hyper realistic, and it just wasn't coming out right. And then I realized it doesn't really go along well with the rest of the drawing, which is a little bit more cartoony. So I decided to simplify the tail. And now I'm doing my trademark. I don't know of anybody else that does this. If you guys know of another artist that does this, let me know. Where I go around and I erase the superfluous color. I always like it's a pain in the neck doing this when I'm actually drawing. All this erasing takes time and it is a pain. But when I'm like watching it back, when I speed it up, it just looks really cool and beautiful. It's like a pretty effect. I almost feel like the art and the drawing is like kind of becoming discovered. Like you're uncovering the extra to reveal the drawing in its full glory. Almost like when an archaeologist, is that what it would be? An archaeologist. They are the ones that go after dinosaurs, right? It's an archaeologist, or I think it's an archaeologist, paleontologist, whoever digs up dinosaur bones, whoever those people are. When they're like taking their little brushes and they're like brushing away the sand and they're revealing the bone slowly. That's what it feels like when I'm doing this and when I'm watching it. I just love the effect. It is the reason I do it, in case you guys don't know, in case you're wondering why I like don't try to color in the lines and I color wildly outside the lines, for two reasons. Firstly, it's faster for me. It's faster for me to lay the color down and not care about it being in the lines. But it's also a good way for me to make sure that there's no gaps in color. Because I'm legally blind, I often don't see gaps in color until like afterwards and it's too late to fix them. So that's not a good situation. So that, in case you were wondering, that's why I do it. Anyway, that is pretty much it for this little sharky mermaid girl. What do you guys think? Oh, by the way, if you do like her and you think to yourself that you'd like to own her or have her on a throw pillow or anything else, she will be available for sale in our Etsy store, which will be linked below. A lot of my other art is also available on the Etsy store. I am the artist, and then Jennifer Esquire Creations is the one who owns the Etsy store, and that's how it goes. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.